All right, so let's talk about this weird numbers obsession you have, because it's got to stop, buddy. The numbers has got to stop.
What numbers?
I did 17 sets.
Oh.
I did 17 and a half. I did 17 14-minute sets. One I did 17 minutes. And the last 3 were fire.
You know what? To be honest with you, I really know where it comes from.
Yeah.
It comes from, I think, all these years of wanting people to take me serious in the comedy industry.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
No, I get it. But like ultimately, like, what does it say? You're only as good as your last show? Is that the, yeah.
But
you're like, no, but I've done 23,000 and 14.
It was kind of crazy, though. People are hitting me up going, Maron's doing a great impression of you right now. While I was on the Amtrak, I was doing silent Instagram lives.
I was doing my impression. This week on the Grail, I'm going to interview a belt.
A belt. Yeah, and people were going back and forth. Somehow, I think they had it on their computer and their phone. They're like, now he's saying that you found the guy that made the original rivets for 501s or whatever. I was like, I couldn't fucking defend myself because I'm on a train to Connecticut.
It was honest. It was an honest ribbing.
I know.
What were you going to defend yourself with?
I love it.
That guy. There was a guy making the new rivets. The old guy's dead. There's a new rivet guy.
Rivet guy's gone.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I tried to interview him in 71.
Right. I know Roy. He's the guy that's doing the rivets now. He's bringing his own game to the rivets.
Roy out of Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was funny, though. I was laughing.
How many sets have you done?
Total? It's over 5,000.
Yeah.
It's over 5,000.
Oh.
This year, I'll tell you right now, this year, as of New York last 2 days ago, which Saturday night I did 6 in a row, is 136 so far.
136 this year.
This year.
That's pretty good.
That's good for COVID.
Yeah.
And last year during COVID, I did like 121 for the heat of the COVID.
All right. So let me just tell these people, like, I'm gonna sign off now. Go do what you got to do, and then you can listen to the rest when the Dark Fonzie. What is this? 8?
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Dark Fonzie 8 drops tomorrow. What are you gonna talk about? Sobriety? Was that the plan?
Well, that was one of them.
Oh, you got a fucking menu?
Well, I had some ideas.
100 and how many set? That thing is crazy.
136.
136.
Yeah, this year.
But like, what do you like? Okay, so I guess it's one of those things. Like, I guess it means something. It's nice to know. It's like Rollins carries that fucking mic around.
Yep.
He knows how many shows he's played through any given mic.
I know.
He's got like just a fucking 58.
Yep.
But it's the mic. And he's imbued it with a mystical importance because of how many shows he's played through it.
Yeah. I mean, at first I did it because I was like, well, what if I write a book?
Yeah.
I can just kind of...
You're going to call it 23,462 Sets by Dean Del Rey.
Well, the record I shelved was going to be 3622. That was just what it was going to be called. And then it had like a photo of me. We had the cover done. And it was a cool looking cover, and then it looked like one of those. Remember those digital clocks that did the flop down like this? Mm-hmm. It looked like that. And
so this was for one of the 5 records that you never released?
Yeah, exactly.
The vaults. But Dean's in this rare position where he's never going to release any audio of his comedy, but there's going to be plenty of vault releases when he's gone.
Yeah, totally. Like the back vault catalog stuff. Like, look at all the shit he had, man.
Yeah.
But at first I did it because I was thinking, okay, well, I'll have this kind of chapter in my life of like, and then I did comedy for like 4 months. Here's the dates and where I did it and stuff. Yeah. I had no idea that it was going to grab me like it did, and here we are 11 years. And
Is that true? You didn't know? It was just sort of an experiment?
No, it wasn't an experiment, but I didn't realize. But I mean, I realized after the first set, I was like, oh, I'm going to be doing this forever. Yeah. This is
you still at that point thought, like, maybe I'll get the guitar going again?
I never thought that. I was just thinking if I wrote a book.
Why such an abrupt end to the guitar, Dean?
25 years.
But was it like my brother when he realized he wasn't ever going to be a pro player tennis? He just put the racket down and never went back?
No, because I did make a living and made records and everything was cool. It wasn't like I love when people go, they'll have me on morning radio and they go, we're sitting here with Dean Del Rey, failed musician and successful comedian.
They say that?
Yeah, well, they'll sometimes a couple times,
Or is
guys.
this a guy you made up?
No, so a couple times the guy would say, yeah. So you kind of failed in music, and then you started comedy, right? They'd say that.
Why wouldn't they just go like, so music didn't work out?
Yeah, but what my point is if you do something 25 years, it looks like I think it worked out.
Right.
I think it worked out fucking great.
So you just look at it. This is just phase 2.
I don't look at it as phase 2. I think it was probably something I should have done from the beginning.
Really?
Oh yeah, I just didn't know how to do it. I was a kid. There was no camps or YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I think that like innately you're a lead singer.
Yeah. I think my problem
I'm not saying you're not a comic. I'm just saying that like I started to like, analyze it a little bit. I'm like, you got like a lead singer personality. Like
well, that's the same as a comic personality.
Except you're alone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I just like, sometimes I'm like, look at these fashion choices. I'm like, lead singer. He's a lead singer guy. He's moving through the fashion choices per period. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Per period. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. There was, I had the Allman Brothers look for a while with the sideburns and long hair. But I think here's the honest truth.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I loved Saturday Night Live.
Right.
And I loved Belushi, and I loved Caddyshack. I loved Bill Murray. I loved seeing comedy. I loved Carlin. I loved Hicks. I loved all comedy. I just had no idea. I mean, no idea how you did that. I didn't know how you could do that.
Yeah, me neither. Look at this. Somebody sent me my chip.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
It's a nice shiny chip. Nice lady from Arkansas just sent me my 22-year chip.
22 years.
Look at that shiny motherfucker. I don't, I always get the chips, but I don't carry them around.
You know what? We should drill a hole in that and make a necklace.
Yeah, see, that's that lead singer personality.
No, I mean, it's a good necklace, man.
Yeah, man, some chains, maybe get some bracelets.
Oh, you had some, I saw some old photos of you.
I know, I was a ring guy.
Yeah, you're a ring guy.
And briefly a scarf guy.
Scarf guy.
Long coat guy.
Yeah.
But 22, man, 22. But yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, I get that, it's just the thing you're doing now.
I just feel...
Did you count your sets when you were a musician?
I did once. I started dude, I did a couple thousand shows,
Just you and the acoustic?
Yeah, getting out there and just...
With Jacob?
Well, all kinds of... Jacob, I did I think 10 months or something on that. You know?
Yeah.
But for years I was playing music and I would just kind of write them down.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just think it's something where you can look at it and go... There's multiple things. I can open it up and go, oh, I did this room. That's right. Oh.
Right. It helps your memory. But I think what it's good for really is in a pinch, if anybody doubts, like, what have you done? Yeah. Well, I've done 23,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, have I seen you on TV? Once, but I've done 23,000.
Once? You're just rubbing it in today. Oh, my God. No, I was on fucking Judd Apatow Got Me on Love.
No, not as an actor, as a comic.
No, as a comic.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I recently did some video.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I did the Kevin Hart thing in Montreal.
What is that?
That was that show I did for Kevin Hart when you and I were up at JFL.
Oh, yeah.
Did something he has, his TV show.
Fucking Kevin Hart's doing everything, man. There's nothing that hasn't been infected with Kevin Hart. That's the wrong word. Nothing that we do. No medium has been untouched.
But what's great about him is he seems to be able to kind of not get too overexposed. It seemed like, he's everywhere, but not really.
Yeah, what is that, though? I don't think that's a plan.
No.
I just think it's the nature of who he is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, I couldn't tell you one Kevin Hart bit.
I've never seen him.
Is the word, he's ubiquitous. Is that the word I want?
I met him. He was super nice.
No, he's a good guy. There's nothing wrong with that guy. But he's just like this motivated guy. It's all about the motivation.
He gives me motivation.
Yeah, well, that's his thing.
Yeah, he motivates the hell out of me. Mini mogul. I'm always like, hey, maybe I could be some kind of mini mogul.
Ubiquitous. Present, appearing, or found everywhere. That's Kevin Hart. That should be, his picture should be there. Ubiquitous.
He should call that his new special.
Ubiquitous.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere, man. No, but like he's a force, but he's like as a star, it's weird because he's like he doesn't read in my mind as a big star, even though he's like a billionaire mogul, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's got his hand in everything. He doesn't appear in my mind as like Eddie or Bill even.
Yeah.
But he can sell out arenas. I don't know who's going. Is it like the same people that go to Tony Robbins?
I don't know.
I know he's got like people doing sit-ups and running and working out with him in the morning and stuff.
Well, I think there's a lot of comedy that I have no idea about if they're not like right in our world. Because there's guys that you're like, I mean, for instance,
yeah,
I never knew about Larry the Cable Guy.
I remember when he was Dan Whitney.
Right. You
and he
tell
was
me.
doing spots at the store.
Yeah. Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Back when I was a door guy, he'd show up every once in a while.
So I never knew about that guy at all. I
heard a thing about him that always impressed me.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have a problem with him. But I don't know what his politics are. I'm sure I could find a problem. Oh, yeah. But whatever. An act's an act, But but I was talking to somebody who used to tour with him, and he'd say that guy would be, he would be downstairs at 5 a.m. working the fucking payphone in the lobby doing radio shows for the next few shows down the line.
Wow, that's cool.
Before cell phones, like on the fucking
grinding.
payphone. Yeah.
See,
but
that's kind of shit I like when people go, Dean, that fucker's done 5,000 spots on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And eventually people kind of get it and they're like, fuck it, let's give that guy a shot.
Yeah. You mean the guy with the glasses?
Yeah. And the mohawk. No, he was fat. No, he's not fat anymore. He had the mustache. No mustache. He's got the dog. Oh, that's right. He's got the dog.
When's he going to decide what he wants to be up there?
Fuck you. I was feeling good in New York, man.
Yeah. Wait, what were we just talking about?
We were talking about, I don't know.
Kevin Hart, though, I felt like there was something unfinished there.
Oh, yeah.
About these guys. Well, the thing is, about these huge stars that we don't know about. Because there's a part of it, like even with like Rogan, where it's a lifestyle community. It's not all about comedy fans.
Right.
I mean, some of the people that love Kevin Hart only like him. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like they're leaders of some kind. I'm wary to say thought leaders, but they are. They encapsulate a lifestyle, and their fans are all these different kinds of people. But it's not like about just stand up.
Well, it comes under the umbrella of branding.
Yeah.
Somewhere like 15 years ago, people were like, well, what's his brand? You got to be, And I believe in the branding thing. I like it in a way where...
What does that mean, though? I believe in the branding thing.
Well, I believe in a thing which is cool where people dig you for a lot of stuff you're into. Like people hit me up and they go, man, I love when you talk about denim or...
Give me a watch, Dean.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They know if they come around, it's going to be this type of stuff.
Yeah,
watches.
Ask Dean anything about watches, pants, leather, boots.
Yeah, architecture.
Mid-century architecture.
Yeah, mid-century.
How are you on Victorian? Not great, right?
Well, I grew up around that and loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. I think what happened was that kind of burn. I went through the phases. I loved Victorians.
There's phases?
Yeah, well, I loved them.
The Victorian phase?
I did for years.
I thought they were great too, but they just all look like haunted houses after a certain point.
Yeah, but I was into, like that Haight Street one where it had that killer ceramic looking paints, the oil paint or whatever, where they're purples. And when I see them still now, when I'm in San Fran, I go, God, look at that thing.
Right, and they got those high ceilings and their floor throughs. And what about brownstones? You ever a brownstone guy?
I love brownstones. The ones in like Fort Greene.
Yeah.
Oh, with the big stairway. I love that from Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee.
Those things are great when they're one house.
One house, right? I know.
Yeah. You don't want to be on the walk up in a brownstone.
And then
5 floors.
I went crazy over Spanish for years.
Spanish? Oh, like mission style?
Yeah. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like,
with those tile roofs?
With the
terracotta, curvy tiles,
and the original,
like my old house.
Yeah. Good shit.
Yeah, and then mid-century,
and I realized it. I said it before, but it's because most of Yosemite buildings are mid-century, and I grew up around that. So I realized that when I went back to hike with Brad at Half Dome last year.
Yeah,
I went, Oh, this is why I love Mid-Century. This is the Yosemite Lodge.
Because it was around you?
Yeah, that Yosemite Lodge, the Ahwahnee, all that shit's Mid-Century.
Yeah.
And the minimalist logo of Yosemite.
I grew up in a modern house. My parents paid an architect. The first house we grew up when I was a kid, it was just a regular suburban house. And then I was thinking about it the other day because I drove by it when I was in Albuquerque recently to see the old house. And I remember it exactly. My brother and I had the basement.
Yeah.
Wood paneling, shag carpet. It was a redone basement. I don't even fucking know why. There were 3 bedrooms upstairs. 2 of them weren't even being used. And my parents put us in the fucking basement.
Wow.
With shag carpeting. But they let us do whatever we want down there. I had all these fucking posters. I was a kid and I had that the sexual horoscope poster.
I love that one. I love that.
I was like 12. And they let me hang it up.
Those are some good posters.
The blacklight one.
Okay, you got that one.
Yeah.
Then you had Stoned Again with the old granny.
Yeah, with the guy, the melting face.
That guy, the melted face.
Yeah,
and then the granny with the middle finger. Remember that? The slow middle finger. Those are all bought at the city fair.
Sure, man. I had the sexual positions. I was Libra, and I believe it was the guy was laying down and the woman was sitting on his face. And I'm like, I don't know if that's mine. But...
And the way you did it. Yeah. Oh, I think they got that wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it, but that's a rough position, kind of.
The way
it's not bad. It's not
I
bad.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind that one. I don't think I've done it in a while, but
I think Aquarius is 69.
Oh yeah, that's not. I know. When was the last time I fucking did a 69? I'm trying to think. Like after a certain point, you get to a certain age where it's just like not a practical position.
Nah,
you know what I mean. But I had the Easy Rider.
Oh,
Easy Rider with
that's my favorite.
It was it was the 3 of them, right?
The 3 of them,
right?
Yeah, and it's the
2 bikes with Nicholson on the back of Hoppers. Yeah.
And then there's like they're going down kind of.
And I think Hopper's flipping the bird, right?
Yeah, and they're going down the Snake River. No, Hopper flips the bird at the dude and gets killed at the end.
But I'm talking about the poster,
right? But he's not flipping the bird. He's actually looking over at them like they're talking.
Right.
I know that poster inside and out. I fucking love it.
Yeah, I had that one and the sex one, and then I remember there was some like wild posters. Yeah, Stoned Again, the Art Crumb thing.
Yeah.
What else was there? Like, there was all those ones in New York. The you don't have to be Jewish to love Levy's Real Jewish Rye. There was like this advertising campaign. It was just, there's like a Native American with a sandwich, an Asian guy with a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
And it was like, I just remember those posters around.
Mine was 100% rock posters. Kiss, AC/DC, Van Halen, and the walls were covered. There was no white spots.
Yeah. I had, when we moved to the modern house, I had like a 5-foot by like 3-foot Hendrix.
Yeah.
At Isle of Wight, probably with the white Strat and
that's cool.
With the kimono-y thing on.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So that was like looking down at me from the top of my bed.
Oh.
And I had a James Dean poster in there, and I had a bunch of like album covers.
Yo, man. Yeah. There was guys in the parking lot at the concerts, which, by the way, I had the Cow Palace on the podcast today.
You had the building on the podcast?
Yeah, I interviewed the building.
That's wild, man.
It was great.
Did you do both voices?
I knew you'd love it.
What was it like having AC/DC there? Whoa, that was a long time ago.
The building didn't talk much. I did the interview in the building, though.
Right.
And it was fucking incredible.
With a promoter or with who?
With the guy that ran the building for years, the events. And I'm in the box office with the original autographs. Elvis Presley, Evel Knievel, Metallica, everyone in there. Nancy Kerrigan, anything that, because they had ice skating and circus and all that.
It's like the Civic Auditorium over in New Mexico, the fairgrounds.
Right.
They do everything in there.
Right.
Fucking rodeo, ice skating.
That's it.
Just fucking whatever you need.
Well, it made me think about it today as I was doing the intro is everybody has a great memory of their first concert. Maybe who they went with, what kind of, I drank too much, I was in the parking lot. But what a lot of people don't talk about, which is a major part of it, is the venue.
Yeah.
And there's people like me that are like, dude, the venue. And the venue is so monumental to me. If you look at like Red Rocks, the Garden, the Forum, Cow Palace, the Gulch.
I need to correct myself. It was Tingley Coliseum at the fairgrounds, and that was where they did all the stuff. Civic Auditorium was the place where they had all the concerts in Albuquerque, but it was known for the ceiling chipping. Like you wouldn't be unusual to get hit with a little plaster during a concert at Civic Auditorium. I saw Journey and AC/DC. Journey, the bassist, what's his name?
Steve Smith. Oh, no, that's the drummer.
No.
Sorry.
You know, the guy who started it, you know, the weird looking
Fuck,
guy.
hold on. The bass player. Man, my brain's not working.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, I talked to him at some radio gig, and he said he was sure that Journey was opening for AC/DC. I don't remember it that way. I don't remember it that way. I remember it the other way
Journey
around.
was bigger at that time.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
It was like it was AC/DC's first tour.
Yeah, well, when I saw AC/DC, it was Cheap Trick AC/DC Journey.
Right.
So
yeah,
they're
no
below.
way.
Yeah, so
no
there's no way. Yeah.
Guy's fucking with me.
Yeah.
Bass player Journey. I feel like I don't have that many regrets, but I think like being my buddy was a Journey fan. I wasn't that much of a Journey fan, though I do like,
Infinity's a masterpiece.
Yeah, that's the one with lights on it.
Yeah.
With lights on, yeah. That's the transition from lights to the when the summer's gone, she'll be back standing in. That's lights, right?
Yeah. You know what one I
Feeling
like?
that way.
Yeah.
Ooh, anytime that you want me.
I love that.
Yeah.
The two voices, Greg Raleigh and
Right.
him.
Yeah. Greg Raleigh, that's the guy.
He's the keyboard player.
Oh, maybe that's
Yeah, the other guy, his name's Ross Valerie.
Oh, I think I'm thinking Greg. Greg started the band, right?
Yeah.
I think
Well, him,
maybe.
because they were in Santana together, remember?
Oh yeah, with Neil Sean.
Fuck yeah.
Neil Sean. Like yeah, there's a weird Neil Sean and Santana record. He played with Santana for a while.
Yeah,
Neil
yeah,
Sean did.
yeah.
Never Santana guy.
Oh, man, dude.
Yeah.
You got to get into that live.
The second record I can like.
The Fillmore Live. That's
Okay.
all you need.
All right.
That's
I mean,
all
I
I-
get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I listened to that second record and I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But am I going to go through the whole catalog? No, I don't think so.
I love Carlos Santana. I love his playing. And it's funny that you brought that up because yesterday was 52-year anniversary
Yeah.
of Woodstock. And every time it hits, it really hits me.
Really?
That I truly believe, and I said this, I tweeted it, if there was a time machine, I would set it to go straight to Woodstock.
Ugh. Have you seen the movie?
It doesn't matter.
It does. It's disgusting.
Oh,
Just stinky hippies everywhere shitting in the field, rolling around in the mud. Like
where
a
would
bunch
you
of-
go if you had a time machine? Where would you go back? You can't go forward. You can only go back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a good question. I don't know, man. I would really have to think about it. But I don't think I would go to Woodstock. I can barely get it going. You couldn't get me in a time machine to go to any festival, to be honest with you.
You're not a festival
I would
guy.
talk myself out of Woodstock. I'm like, how far's the drive?
Oh, no. You'd be like,
It's
Dean,
like-
there's not going to be any
Yeah,
parking.
exactly.
I
There's gonna be
saw it.
Yeah, and there wasn't any parking.
I know.
If you would have took me to Woodstock with you, it would have been a nightmare. We'd be like a mile away, just nothing but stinky hippie bodies for a mile, just being like, what the fuck, man? I can't even hear anything.
And I'd be like, dude, we got to get up front. Fucking Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. We got to get up there, man.
Oh.
And you'd be like, nah, it's raining. I'm going back to the fucking car. And I'd
I'm
be
going
like,
back to the hotel, man.
dude, Sly and the Family Stone's about to go on. I don't give a fuck. There's mosquitoes.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and the bad brown acid, buddy.
Oh, I wouldn't be taking that.
It's like Altamont. You imagine that must have been just horrible.
I can't.
horrible.
I wouldn't. That's
The
not what I want.
darkness. The darkness.
You can feel it on the film.
I read that book, dude, just to be there.
I know.
Like what it would have been so weird. No place to piss. It's like the chaos. You just know there's chaos brewing. I hate that feeling. I hate it when there's like just a table of douchebags in a comedy room, and they're not even gonna, they're not gonna, kill a guy or beat up Mick Jagger or me. But I can just feel just a slight bit of chaos, and I'm like, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that times 100?
Oh yeah.
Just ruminating around that stage, and you're just kind of trying to see the band, and it's like there's a 3-foot stage. Dark shit, man.
I can feel negative energy. Can you feel that? I can really feel it.
Yeah, I emanate it most of the time. So
I know, but I'm talking about dangerous elements.
Yes, for
I
sure,
can
sure.
fucking feel that when
Yeah.
I'm cruising around. I was just in the city, and
do you lean into it though? Do you act like overly cool? Like a lot of times, because I've been around so many like different types of freaks and dangerous people just from doing club work.
Yeah.
In some clubs in New York, I know I've met mobsters. I've been around dudes. Like a lot of times, I'm just I just play it cool. I don't freak out
oh, I don't freak
as
out.
long as I'm not the target.
I don't freak out, but I always can sense it. I go,
Yeah.
there's gonna be some shit going on down here.
Yeah.
Like, pretty quick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I can feel it. I don't freak
What were you
out.
talking about? What happened?
Well, I'm just saying when you're somewhere and you're like, oh, look, these dudes.
Yeah, no,
These
trouble.
dudes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't look quite right.
I can feel that a mile away.
Yeah.
I can feel crazy people. It's always like the crazy guy at the club, and he's looking around, and then he locks eyes with me. I'm like, oh,
They
no.
always lock eyes with me. Like, it was so funny the other day. Where the fuck was I? I was in, where was I? I was just in Phoenix, right? That was so rude of me. But, like, I don't know. Like, I'm just one of these guys. I guess I'm walking around like, I'm too open, or whatever. But I'm the guy that they always walk into, and then I got to unlock it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll look at them, and they'll look right into my soul, and I'm like, oh, now I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
And I have to literally, like, put something else in my head so I'm no longer engaged with whatever that psychic fucking drain is.
Right.
So I'm walking down. I just had a coffee in Phoenix, and there was some dude across the street, definitely not living anywhere. But he had that weird kind of like filthy kind of a squatter gunk on him.
Yeah.
Just like the filth on the clothes from not showering for a really long time, matted hair and shit. And I'm just looking at him. He catches my eye and he locks in, and I'm like, nope. And I just keep walking. I keep walking. And I hear, Mark.
No.
And I turn around. It's like, hey. He's like, I'll listen to you. I'll listen to you.
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
judged him. He liked you.
yeah. I mean, of course. I mean, it wasn't. I don't think it was a misjudgment.
Right.
I mean, I was just trying to, like keep my soul intact, because I believe that some of those guys, they're hungry, man.
Yeah.
And they're psychically hungry, and you don't know what what they're going to take from your chi.
Yeah.
They're chi suckers.
My cage was rattled the first couple days in New York. I think I texted you.
I know
like,
you texted me like there's a dark energy. I'm like, yeah, dude, you haven't been there since before the pandemic. I'm sure shit's a little different.
It was.
Was it just quiet?
No, there was just a lot of stuff was closed, and it was a lot like L.A. where stuff's out of business and stuff. But in L.A., you're in your car.
Yeah.
And Lower East Side, where I hang a lot, it's just like
what part of the Lower East Side? Do you mean below Houston?
just kind of, right below Houston, right there. Like the meatball shop's gone. My barber's gone. The Thai restaurant's gone. There's guys just shooting junk right in front of me. And I was like, oh, this is 88 New York.
Back in the day.
88, 89.
Even a little earlier.
The 40 Deuce, that whole, and, it's just like really radical people around right now. Just around the subways, like, and it's whoa. But I realized I might have been over-exaggerating it because...
Sensitive.
Yeah, because I'd been in the house for a couple years, and the calluses had worn off, and now I'm...
The New York calluses?
Yeah, because I had them. And then I'm in New York, and I'm
sure
on the subway.
I think it's probably a bit more intense. I'm looking forward to going back.
Oh yeah,
I got to go back I got to get back there, man.
You're doing the festival, right?
Well, yeah, but I might want to try to get back before that. I got to go to Salt Lake on this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Oh, the dude that doesn't book me? I always like to...
Keith Stubbs?
Yeah, I love to throw that in every time. The dude that doesn't book me.
Why the fuck doesn't he book you?
You called him. You called him out on it. That's what I love about you. Like when you called out Jeff Wells, like, hey, what the fuck? Why aren't you booking this guy? You know why it is. It's bullshit. It's because he's 50. Just fucking be truthful about it. Next day I got to call her, hey, would you like to do JFL? I was like, well...
Oh, Bruce. Bruce. Bruce.
Or what's his name?
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
I know what it is. What's wrong with us? We're old people.
I don't know what happened.
Hills, not Wills, Hills. I don't know if I do that to Jeff Wills.
No. Jeff Wills is Knife Nation.
Bruce Hills, I can do that to.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you had it coming. It
was funny, though.
Yeah.
But then that when, because the Keith guy came out to the Bon Scott Bash.
Oh, yeah.
Had a great fucking night with us.
Yeah.
He's like, God, you were great. Love Mark. Yeah, come on out and do a Sunday night.
Yeah.
I've told the story a million times, but it still bothers me. Like, the same way you got bothered in your career when stuff doesn't happen. People are, how come you don't do Utah? You fucking ask the club. I don't know.
Stubbs, yeah.
So I do the club.
Yeah.
And pack it out. It was a great Sunday night. Like a couple hundred people.
Yeah.
And then just never again. That's easily 6 years ago.
To be honest with you, I think what happens just from being in your position for years when I was younger is that you get into this weird sort of zone of like guy who doesn't sell tickets.
Oh yeah, of course.
So then they make their schedule. Right. So they've got their headliners who can move a few, and then they've got their locals,
the favorites.
Yeah, or guys that are grooming.
Yeah.
So then you're looking at like maybe 4 weeks a year where they got the guys that they want to try to build in the market.
Of course.
So how you become the guy they want to try to build in the market, I don't know.
Well, but I kicked ass the night I went there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it becomes a personal choice.
Yeah, it was a couple hundred people when I was there, on a Sunday.
Because these guys want to think they're part of it. I was never smart enough to know what the fuck the score was with that building an audience. It wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to happen the way I was doing it.
Yeah. Well, this fucking podcast is helping, I'll tell you that. I was in New York. People were showing up. Fonzie!
Get out of here.
I'm not even fucking kidding
Come on.
Dude, I'm telling you the truth. They were at the gigs. They had shirts. I was giving them guitar picks. I got the picks,
You got Dark Fonzie guitar picks?
No, I got the Grateful Deans, but I'm going to get some Dark Fonzies. And people were like pissed. How come you don't have the new one out? And I was like, it's coming.
Wow. Now, when you say people, are we 3, 4?
No, I would say a good probably 40 people.
40?
Over the week.
Okay.
Yeah, over the week.
Over the 17 sets?
Yeah. 17 cents. It was supposed to be 18, by the way. How was Phoenix? Was it good?
Yeah, it turned out okay, man. I mean, I was happy I did that Vax thing because, like, it really didn't diminish anything. Most of my audience are pretty, grown-up people.
Yeah.
And in that room, I was just concerned that, there's some part of me that's sort of like, there's some part of me that feels like, mainstream comedy clubs, especially the ones that are sort of like corporate design where they've got the huge pictures of like 9 big acts that were there once.
Yeah, none of us are up there.
Yeah, of course. And I don't know what it takes to get up there.
Yeah.
But and they seat like 500 people. They're only selling the floor. And I sold like about 400 each show. So,
that's great.
Yeah, I mean, I sold the thing out for what they were selling. And but there's always part of me that's sort of like, I don't like and I don't want to admit it, but I think like what I'm doing belongs in a different venue. Not even a theater. Like I'm fine with like an independently owned comedy club like Comedy Works.
Yeah.
But like the improvs or like Stand Up Live's great, and I know the guy Joel. They run a great club. The food was good. Staff is great. Sound is excellent.
Excellent.
And, but it's in upstairs in that kind of mall area. It's fine. But there's something about those kind of clubs where I'm like, doesn't matter who's up here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like it's designed to just sort of run people through.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Sell drinks.
Yeah. Well,
sell drinks.
They all kind of like that. But I realize like. You're dwarfed by the sense of the club. Something. Yeah. I don't know. You feel like you're working, that comedy is some sort of corporate business.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I just riffed it out and I did some good shit and I did some pretty wild shows.
Yeah.
They were great and I just did 2 and it was good. I was happy to be there in Phoenix for a couple of days.
Yeah.
But the shows were good. It was good. It's a nice evolution from the Comedy Works, down in the basement.
Love that.
Doing the trenches, then up into the big corporate room. And now I'll go to the theocracy. I'll go into the religion-run city of Salt Lake and see what's happening. This was the only place I got a massive amount of refunds on the Novax.
Oh, really?
90.
90? Wow.
Out of the gate. But it looks like the tickets are fine.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune. Keith was more concerned that I would bail entirely. I'm like, no, I'll do the shows. It's the right thing to do. Because some of these guys, I imagine, who are stuck in those states, they've got to hang it on me. They're running a business in Utah, and if they're like known like in that kind of insane climate as being someone who's going to deny people their freedom, it might hurt his business. So they got to send these emails out that sort of like Mark has requested.
Yeah.
It wasn't me, man.
Yeah. It wasn't me, man. I get that.
It's not the club.
Yeah.
It's this fucking Marin guy coming in from the West Coast.
Yeah. New York's about to click that on September 13th.
I mean, fuck it, dude. Enough race. A public health issue. What the fuck is wrong with people? They're scaredy cats.
I'm a little.
You're testing though. You had it. You had the COVID. People are asking me like, "What about Dean?" I'm like, "He's testing. He's testing."
You know what else? Yeah, I test every day before I go out too.
You do?
Well, yeah, I do the stick before I leave.
You bought a bunch of boxes?
I bought a bunch of boxes.
I'm testing before I go, like a day before I leave for the gig, because I don't want to be the guy.
Same with me.
At the place spreading the shit.
Same with me.
Yeah.
And I look at it as like, hey man, if I had it, I'd be like, I get up in the morning, I walk Gertie, I brush my teeth, and I do a test. It takes about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I go, I'm clean today.
Yeah.
And I walk out. And you got these like these snitches now too. They like to throw in. They're like, yeah, Mark's saying fuck all you fucking lunatics and shit. What about Dean? They love to throw that on there. But it's look. I'm gonna have to get the vaccine. What am I gonna fucking do? I gotta work.
You're gonna be all right.
Well, I mean, I'm not a Trumper. Everyone knows I fucking not.
You're just a little superstitious.
No, and I'm not an anti-vaxxer.
Right.
I got all the vax as a kid.
Yeah.
And I always go to the doctor.
Yeah.
I like going to the doctor.
I know. You're a doctor guy.
I am. I am none of those. I am a guy who had COVID once and probably twice. The second time was kind of like, I don't think as strong, but I know now what COVID feels like.
I know what it is. Like, I for years, I didn't get a flu vaccine. Right. I was like,
I never get that.
Yeah, I know. But like at some point as I got older, I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
They're giving them away.
I got it.
I'm going to go get it. And like, don't bother me.
Yep.
And if it's going to, like as I get older, if it's going to, make it less possible, make it less, like if it's going to help me not get sick,
right?
I'll take it.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. Right. I mean, it's like I put enough shit in my body to where I'm not worried about it, and I believe in the science. But so I've gotten pretty regular about that shit. I just changed my habits. But the thing that stopped me was just weird pride. It's just sort of like, like I should be able to take it. I'm healthy or whatever, but that's not really the issue, especially with the flu. With the shingles vaccine, I'm sort of like, I don't want to get that.
Yeah.
I don't want to ride that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to give me a shot that says like, I'll probably won't get this strain of this flu. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's a 10-day run of horrible feeling. But the shingles thing, I was like, who the fuck wants shingles? So, with this vax, I was like, no problem. I was excited about it.
Well,
and now I've become a little more fearless too. Like, even if I get a breakthrough, I'm like, fuck it, man. I can't, I don't want to live in fear anymore.
Yeah. Look, and I refuse to talk to people about it anymore because there's just no proper talking about it.
No, they're going to ride you.
Right. But my thing is, and this is all I'll say about it.
Uh-huh.
If you do not accept a fresh COVID test, fuck you. Because there is no one more clean than a person with a fresh 2-hour test.
Yeah.
You can have vaccine cards, bootleg ones from downtown, which I refuse to do that. I'm not doing that to work. Go buy a fake card. You could
They've got to be the easiest things to fake.
Absolutely. You can have the vaccine and have it and give it to people in a club. So my thing is, if you're not taking a COVID test result, this is lunacy to me. That's all I can
it should
say.
be like vax or COVID test.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
I get it.
I mean,
but now I'm on the hot seat. Like, why do you accept Dean and call everyone else an asshole?
No, I get it. And
I'm like, here's my answer. I don't know. Look, he's getting tested. What do you want from me? It's my buddy.
Yeah, I do get tested, and I talk to doctors. I talked to some heavy doctors while I was in New York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
oh no, now you're gonna rain on my parade.
No, and they said, okay, here's what you're gonna do if you're gonna get the vax.
Yeah.
Try to ride it out till hopefully the Novavax comes out.
Nova.
Yeah, that one.
Is that for the Omega? Are we going to keep changing these names?
No, I guess what
the Moderna's holding back the Delta. Okay, we're going to need the Nova for the Lambda.
The Novavax, from what I understand, and none of us are doctors. That's all we can keep saying. None of us. But from what I heard from the doctors is it's more of a traditional vaccine, like the early ones that we got for chickenpox and shit, where you get it once and you roll on.
Yeah.
And they're like, if you could just ride it out to that, I'm like, if you can't, get the Moderna.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they told me.
All right.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
And look, fuck yeah, man. I don't want to get sick. I got sick. It was fucking gnarly, but I got through it.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the hospital. It was crazy. And I was fucked for like 3 months, foggy brain.
Yeah, I remember. It's when we came off the road.
Right, and I was just fucked. But I don't know. So
you'll see. You'll get the vaccine when you have to. Is what you're saying.
Well, I might have to get it pretty quick here because I need to eat.
Yeah.
I've been backed into the corner of I need to eat.
Well, that's exactly the plan, Dean. That's how we laid it out.
You fucking look at you, fucker. You
We
know?
just did it to take away your freedom of choice.
I know like I said, I'll gladly.
Our plan is working.
I gladly talk to doctors all the time about it.
Yeah.
I'd sit down and I talk to Doctor straight up goes, dude, you got the OG in you right now.
Yeah.
Wait a little longer until this fades off and then re-blast it up. With
Yeah. Right. So you mean like the newer one's going to be just a straight up gutted virus cells put in you?
I'm not sure.
I don't know nothing about
I don't either.
nothing.
I don't know either. But
I just
from
went,
what I heard,
I'm like, okay, let's go.
yeah. And you know what? I don't even like to talk about it because we're going to get 7 million emails and DMs and fucking.
You are.
Yeah. Hey, man. But,
So, so the 22 years, buddy.
22 years.
22 years.
I got, what am I?
It's got to be more. Is it more than that?
I'm 55, and it was 27 when I stopped partying.
That was it?
Yeah.
So 25, 20, so 27, 28 years.
28 years.
28 years since you've done anything?
No, well, I do mushroom. I microdose now. I'm talking about booze and coke and dope
weed.
or anything. Yeah. Oh, no, I was doing weed for a while. It's just too strong.
Yeah.
I don't have any problems. And I have no desires to party.
Yeah.
Zero.
It's so funny that like the difference between a guy in recovery and a guy who just stops is like he says, no desire to party. I go, no desire to use.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you use. Yeah.
I don't drink or use. Which is translated to I have no desire to party. I've lost the obsession to use, which is a promise of the program.
Yeah.
Which translates to I have no desire to party.
Yeah. I'll tell you a weird thing that happened to me.
Yeah.
And I haven't really talked about it much, but
breaking news.
I was in SAC
TMZ.
I was in SAC last week.
Uh-oh. And you took some dope?
Doing the show.
Yeah.
No. About to go on.
Yeah.
Get the email.
Yeah.
Dad died.
Oh, right. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, pal.
And we had just talked about our dad issues.
Yeah.
And it was weird. It was just heavy because I was like, well, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the end there. You know.
I know. I asked you about when you told me about it. I was just sort of like, well, what are you gonna go out there or reach out? And you're like, I haven't seen him.
No. Well, now I did a little digging, and it fucking happened like 4 months ago.
Oh, so there's nothing to even go to.
Nothing. No.
So they just called you.
It was an email.
So they just did it get stuck, or did someone go like, did anyone tell his kid?
Yeah.
Wow,
I was just kind of like, wow.
Well, that's sad.
That's
dude.
just more continuation of the relationship.
Right, but like, I remember that dude used to show up around.
Yeah.
Like a few years ago, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just show up at the gigs. Hey, man.
Yeah, no relationship.
No. So.
How'd you feel?
Well, it was just kind of weird. I saw the obituary and looked at the photo.
Yeah.
And it was like, my mom said I wouldn't have recognized him if I was walking down the street.
Really?
I go, well, he's older now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like throwing a rib shot there.
Yeah. Did you feel sad or angry or?
I was just kind of like, in a way, it was kind of dead for years.
Yeah, but not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Right. But it was just strange.
Now he's not going to show up at the club.
Right. It was weird. You know.
Well, what'd you do? Did you tell your mom?
I had to tell my mom. Yeah.
Wow. What'd she say?
I said, hey, and then she, because I wanted to know how he died, first of all, because of, health things.
And?
It wasn't COVID. It was sudden heart attack.
Boom.
Yeah.
Have you gotten your pumper checked?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get checked out. Oh, I'm finally getting the colonoscopy.
Oh.
Finally. But I call and they go, we got you in 3 months. Like, 3 months?
You've never had one?
No, I got that stick. Remember, I was telling you.
Yeah.
And they said, you're fine.
A stick?
Yeah, you put the stick in the poop.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. Yeah. That's gross.
Yeah.
No, you got to go for the full ass raping.
Yeah. I'm going.
So, Mr. No Vaccine, you're going to let him put you under?
Oh, look, I'm not a medical
kidding,
guy.
take it.
Yeah.
Are you going to be like, no, I want to take it standing up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that they couldn't do. They can't get knocked out for some medical reasons, so they had to do it awake.
Yeah.
What's that like?
I don't know. Maybe you should.
No. Well, like my buddy's a junkie, ex-junkie.
Yeah.
So when he goes to the dentist, he goes raw. No fucking. He can't take anything.
Oh, he won't even let him do gas?
No, because it's like I think it just fucks
Relapse.
it. Yeah. So he's like,
That's
he's
what
getting
does it,
teeth
man.
pulled fucking clean.
Well, they can do local. He's got to take the nummies.
He doesn't.
Oh, really?
He goes.
I mean, I understand not, the thing with that is the prescription painkillers.
Right.
You got to stay away from those.
Wow, 100%.
Or have somebody, especially if you're an opiate guy,
Yeah.
you got to have someone like your sponsor, like dole them out appropriately.
Yeah.
Because it's only going to be a matter of hours before you're like, I think I need another one. This one's not working.
I told that fucking story when I got in the motorcycle crash. They showed up and they gave me 100. And I go, no, I only need like 5. And they go, you can't. You got to take all 100. And then I was like, well, I can make a little money on these.
Yeah.
I mean, allegedly.
Get a habit.
Yeah.
You were never a pill guy, were you?
Nope. I didn't even fucking understand pill people until I moved to L.A.
We're old timers, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the pills that were around when I was around were like Mandrakes. And Xanax, Valiums.
Oh, yeah,
And then
Valiums.
Just to come down, man.
I love the Valiums to come off the coke. The 10s.
Yeah.
You get a
the
10.
yellow ones or the blue ones? Blue ones.
Blue's 10.
Yeah, yellows
are
are 5s.
Yeah. So you get a 10.
Yeah.
And when I didn't have those, I'd stop at the AM PM and get NyQuil.
Oh,
I'd
yeah?
drink that shit to come down.
Never, like, I'd try, you remember, Ambien wouldn't get you down. Like, you do the blow and you take the Ambien, about 3 hours later, you'd be up. But you'd be a little out of it, but you'd be up. You could fucking, blow would just burn through booze, man. But you couldn't drink yourself down. What a fucking nightmare.
Oh, it's the worst, man.
So what was it that got you to stop?
It was my voice, my vocal cords.
Oh.
Yeah, they were, doctor was like.
So did you quit smoking at the same time?
No, what happened was I tried to quit both at the first. And
booze and cigarettes?
So I quit cigarettes, and then I'd have a couple drinks, and somebody would light a cigarette, and I could smell it across the club. Man, I could smell that.
What a great smell.
I know.
I smelled one today.
Only when you first light it.
I smelled one today. And it always gets me.
And you know how bad I hate cigarettes now.
Yeah, I know, but now it's so weird to smell them. Like I never see them anywhere. And this is just out in the street. I'm like, ooh. Because I've been a little itchy, man. I've been a little Jonesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm like, because I'm like, maybe I have a cigar or something, you know what I mean? I never think about booze or drugs.
Yeah.
But like, I'll go like, I got nicotine loss and I want a little relief, man. The world's ending. Help me out.
You seem like you're in a better mood today.
Then.
Well, sometimes I get here and you're really cranky for a little while.
Yeah, I know. I feel all right today. I think I'm all right. But so was it a health thing? Was this the singing?
So doctor said, "Oh man, you got like a semi node here, and when you're a singer, the word node is the scariest thing ever because you got to get them lasered off, and then you're not gonna can't sing for 3 months." And I was like, well, this is how we make a living. We're out touring. So he said, just quit drinking for like 3 weeks and don't clear your throat. I think that's the main thing people do wrong. And I never knew this. But when you go, that bangs your vocal cords together.
Oh, yeah.
And he recorded me for a half hour and he goes, you did it about 600 times. Hear this? And you listen to the recording and you go, whoa, I didn't even know.
Huh.
You're constantly clearing your throat. So he goes, don't do that. Straight lozenges like Ricola.
Yeah.
And throat coat tea.
Wow.
Don't talk.
Wow.
And after like 3 weeks, it kind of went away. And then, because booze dries out your throat.
Oh.
Big time. People drink booze during the gig. It dries your vocal cords.
Yeah.
So then I was fucking, also I could sing like a maniac.
After you got rid of it?
I could sing great.
But you didn't fucking miss it?
Well, yeah, but I was like, it's like with comedy. When I got diabetes, like quit sugar, keep doing comedy.
Right,
it's the same thing. It's like stay focused.
Yeah, man, I just, I don't know, man. It was like, it took me a long time to get 22 years. Like the first time I got sober was 88.
Right.
So this is 2021.
Right.
So it took me, 88, 98, 2008, 2008, 33 years to get 22. Wow. In and out. But man, it all goes back to that year in L.A., man, when I fucking got the psychosis. You know, it's funny, even after cocaine psychosis, which I got.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hearing voices in my head, and I thought, like, everything was part of a big mystical conspiracy. Like, when people talk about conspiracy theories, I get it.
Yeah.
Because I used to do it. My brain was fucked up, and I got psychotic, and I had to leave L.A. in a panic after I got kicked out of the group.
Yeah.
Out of the Kennison crowd.
Yep.
And I got home, and I renewed my passport immediately, because I'm like, I might have to go.
Oh,
I didn't.
yeah. Oh, my God.
I didn't know why.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I better have it. I'm still weird about that. I need to have my passport in case I have to leave. I don't know. But at that point, I didn't know what was chasing me. But it was big, man. It was like I was on the cusp of light and dark. You know, black. You know, just like I thought I was like John Constantine from Hellblazer. You know, I was between worlds. And I had it out of my fucking mind. And I went into rehab. I had to wear my rings. Had to have the pinky rings on to protect myself.
Did you pay for the rehab?
I don't remember what happened. I think it must have been an insurance or maybe my folks. I went to New Mexico, and I told them I'm like fucked up. But it was so funny because I went to my brother's first in Tucson. I drove from there to Tucson. And I just remember I pulled over like between here and Arizona, you know, because I'd left the store. I got rid of anything that could fit in my car. Gave to people, paid the drug dealer. Who does that?
Yeah,
like make good on my drug debts.
Yeah,
took off.
I'm the same way though.
Yeah.
I'm like, you might need to get a front later on again.
Yeah. Better stay good. Got to my brother's house. I'm like, I'm done, man. He's like, well, we're graduating. We're going to party. I'm like, all right, different crew. I can do it.
Yeah.
But I just remember driving on that highway. I don't remember where it was, but I saw the worst accident I ever saw in my life.
Wow, Jim Morrison style.
Yeah, on the highway, just dead people everywhere. Right. And I'm like, all right. And at that point, I thought I was directly being, contacted by God or whoever. I'm like, all right, I'll pull over. And I bought a 6-pack, wandered, and I felt like I was invisible. Like I was wandering. I thought, like, I'm invisible. I'm good. Yeah. And I get in this hotel room, and I got a 6-pack, and Lorne Green's on TV. That's all I remember. It was Lorne Green, like Bonanza or something. And I'm like, this is where it's at, man.
Oh, fuck.
This is who I am now. I'm invisible, and I'm watching Lorne Green with a 6-pack.
Haas came rolling in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, so I cleaned up and then went back to Boston. But I would relapse every 12, 14 months. But it took me years, dude, to not go to the Comedy Store. Like, I'd come back every once in a while and feel the fucking vibe, the psychosis vibe. Yeah. Like, Sam brain and just the sort of darkness. I'm like, not ready. It took years to fucking shake the mystical fucking delusions.
That guy fucked you up.
That he fucked me up and the coke fucked me up.
Yeah.
Because my brain slipped away. But, like, it took me a long time. And then one day it was just gone. And it was like, thank God. But yeah, it took me a long time to get sober. A lot of in and out, a lot of blow, a lot of sweating.
Yeah, I mean,
I felt like I was going to die. I just thought I was going to die.
Well, I mean, I had that fucking arm go numb. I told you that story, and then I was like, I'm out.
I had that happened to me from Chinese food.
Your arm went numb from Chinese food.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I don't even know why. Just remember, that was that joke I did. I used to love that bit.
Yeah.
About
ride it out.
Yeah, just ride it out.
That's exactly what the guy told me, though. So when you did that bit, I go, fuck, I can't do the bit anymore.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, because, I told the guy, I go, hey, man, you got to call an ambulance. And he goes, nah, you got to ride it out. We can't have cops around here. There's a ton of blow. Axl Rose is over there singing November Rain. Write it out. He just handed me that bottle of fucking Stoli. And I was like, he's like, go into the closet. It was a big walk-in closet. I drive by the place every day. It's Rick Rubin's mansion, but I just heard he sold it in Laurel Canyon.
Oh, the Houdini place?
Yeah, next door to the Houdini place. Yeah. And whenever I drive by, I just hear, write it out.
Write it out. Just hang on.
So you did it, and I was like, God damn it, man.
You were doing that bit?
Yeah. Well, no, you did it before. I'd never seen it. Or you did it after or something. I don't know. I was like a mic or something. And it would always kill because I would say, write it out. And then you said, write it out. And I was like, that's the bit. I'm fucked because that's the funny part of the bit.
Yeah. That happens.
But I did have a funny part of the bit where I said, I was rubbing my arm like that's supposed to help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that'll get it.
You rub your arm.
Well, yeah, something's going to happen. I mean, that's the fucked up thing about people on drugs and groups and in houses.
Yeah.
It's like, there's always, if someone dies of an overdose in a house, there was always people there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fucking 100%, man. And people were just like, yeah, I got to get rolling.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And someone like on their way out, maybe they'll call 911.
Yep. Hey, there's a dude here.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah, no, because no one wants to get busted.
Exactly.
It's fucking creepy.
And that was the whole point of the
Dark.
guy. He had the pyramid of blow like Scarface.
Yeah.
He was like this blow dealer and he wanted to show off like, let's do the pyramid.
Oh, that
and then
must have-
I just threw the straw into the pyramid, like full on. And then 1 minute later, arm was numb.
Numb arm.
Yeah.
Man, I used to love looking at that much blow. I remember one night I went out into the night with Madge. He was like the blow dealer that we and I never knew where he went.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's he going? It was like 2:33 in the morning. I tell you this story?
No.
I love it. And like he's about to go, everyone's partying. There's like probably 8 or 9 people sitting around this table listening to Sam go on about something. And he's like, we need more blow. And then Madge is like, I'll go out. And I'm like, where do you go? He's like, you want to drive me? I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So we drive, man. I barely remember because I'm fucking whacked. But we pull up to some place. He goes in, and then he comes out with probably a ½ ounce.
Oh yeah.
Right. And I just see him like, it's just in like he took a magazine in or a page from a magazine.
Yeah.
So he just folded and made a giant bindle.
Yeah. Super bindle.
Super bindle. He's got probably a ½ ounce in there. And I just see him dip his fucking 2 fingers in and scoop a big old chunk, big old fucking hunks of Coke. And he just goes, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, you want to do it? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I do it like, and I'm like, we're living it, man.
Yeah.
And then he starts fucking weighing grams with his eyeballing it with his fingers.
Eyeballing it.
He's ripping pages off the corners, like to make the dumb ripped up bindles.
Yeah.
He's just fucking eyeballing grams. Like, this is how it goes. This is how it is.
Fuck.
Oh, that was great. Man, there was one time I was on I used to get rooms whenever I come out here. I'd get room at the Beverly Laurel. You remember the Beverly Laurel?
Oh, I
Great
loved
hotel.
it. It was great.
The best. Man, I remember one night I was fucking doing blow all night with fucking. It was like, oh God, it was so gross. Yeah, that must have been right before I got sober. It was like, Jesus, man. It was me and can I mention names? I probably shouldn't. 2 comics though.
Oh yeah, all right.
And and we were just up all night.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find my keys. And I think they're fucking with me. So and I got to get in the car, got to go to the airport, no sleep, got to drive to the fucking airport. And I'm like, come on, you fuckers.
Yeah.
This isn't funny anymore. Fuck you. And it just got real ugly because I thought they had my keys. And then after a ½ hour to an hour of that, I tell them to fuck off and they leave and they're in my pocket.
Oh, Coke.
The worst. Dude.
Oh.
One time at the Beverly Laurel, I was taking Wellbutrins, because I was trying to, I don't know, maybe I was trying to quit smoking or maybe it was an antidepressant. I just remembered that there was one night where I did a bunch of Coke on Wellbutrin in my body.
Yeah.
And my arm curled up like a cerebral palsy guy.
Just the claw.
Yeah, the claw.
Yeah, you were doing the claw.
I got the claw.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm like, oh no, is this happening?
My buddy's mom used to deal.
Yeah.
My high school buddy.
Yeah.
So we'd be over at his house. He'd be sleeping, and you'd throw the pebble at the window.
Yeah.
His mom, Fran.
Yeah.
Fran, can we get a front?
Yeah.
And then it was crap. My buddy's mom.
And you get dope?
Yeah, and she'd front us below. And he had like new Les Pauls, and we were paying for those. Yeah, he's like, dude, I got a new Les Paul. I was like, oh.
Did you ever do junk?
No, I smoked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never shot, so I never got it. I hate
I never
needles.
shot nothing. I never shot. Clearly, that's a given.
Yeah, I hate needles. Fuck you. Fuck you.
If we can just get an oral dose of the Vax for Dean the pussy.
I was doing that bit. I was doing that bit where I said it should have made it fucking a bong hit.
Exactly.
Everybody would be lining up for a bong hit.
That's good. But I never did needles either.
Yeah,
But
I smoked it though.
I smoked it and snorted it.
Yeah.
And
I snorted it also, yeah. But I smoked it. It was incredible.
It's good, man. I smoked it with one time up in Seattle. That was towards the end too.
Oh, yeah.
I just remember
with Mitch.
Mitch, thank God he had brought drugs, but he at that point had people following him around. That must have been what was it, 88, or no, 98, right? 97, 98.
Right.
So we were co-headlining at the Seattle Comedy Festival, and he just, like, I didn't bring no fucking drugs. Somebody loaded him up. He had blow, and he had fucking tar, and I never really fucking foiled it, you know? So I never chased no dragons.
Yeah.
But, like, once I fucking got the hang of it, I'm like, all right. But I think they were booting it in the bathroom.
Oh,
so
of course, yeah.
So I'm smoking it, you know, and I'm just watching him and Lynn headbang on the bed for hours.
Yeah.
But I just remember after, like, being up all night, smoking, like, for 2 days, doing blow, doing shows, smoking that fucking dope. I just remember waiting online to get out, to check out.
Yeah.
And I just, like, I threw up in the planter in the lobby, just, like, gacked right in the planter. I'm like, yep, this is the life.
Oh, yeah.
And I did, you know what I remember about that fucking, the 2 times I did, the last 2 times I did drugs, it was, I got on a plane. And I'm like, I got to fucking sweep this shit off because my wife doesn't know nothing about what's going on. And I got on a plane and I'm by the window because at that time I was flying coach and I do the window so I could sleep.
Same here. I still do the window.
But listen to me, like this poor woman, some woman next to me had some fucking, cold and just was coughing the whole goddamn way. And I was
early COVID.
Yeah, I was just giving her stink eye. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You are fucking up my plan with your dumb sickness.
Oh, hey, I'm trying to come down from this bad night of blow.
Bad 2 nights.
Yeah, bad 2 nights.
And then the other time was that Chicago Comedy Festival where I was just up for days. And the guy who who's still my friend, he's sober now too, and his brother was like worked at the hotel, and he had hooked us up with some blow. And I just love this story. Like, we were going for 3 days, and we'd gone through an 8-ball or 2, and there was no sleeping. And, and his brother knew it, and, because he was working at the hotel we were staying at. People were coming by like we were a zoo of the 80s.
Yeah.
Like me, we're just publicly doing fucking lines. And it was a festival, so comics would drop by, and they're like, look at these dudes just doing coke publicly.
Yeah.
These kids are like, this is what it used to be like. No one was doing it with us.
Check out these old school comics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No one was doing it. But I just remember, man, I would go up checking out of that hotel, and I saw his brother years later. He's like, dude, your luggage was sweating.
Your luggage was sweating. Your luggage was sweating, man. Oh, I mean, I like I said, I've said it before, man. There's no crazier feeling than just being in that liquor store at 6 a.m. and seeing people going to work, picking up cigarettes, and they're like, whoa.
You got to get that fucking booze.
Dude, your movie came out.
Respect is out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty. I mean, I'm getting the perfect thing. Like, people are writing about the movie. I get like 2 sentences. Mark Maron was amazing. It's Jerry Wexler.
That's great.
Mark Maron, very, very convincing. Terrific performance by Mark Maron. Great.
Where can we see it? I mean, can you see it?
All of a sudden, it became a panel show.
No, but I'm just because I want to see it.
It's in the movies.
I know, but can you?
I don't know. I don't think it's streaming yet.
I'm not going to. They don't let me in the theaters. Yeah, show me your papers.
Is that still the way?
No, I'm just kidding.
Is that yet? Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, the show me the papers. That's who we are.
Come on.
Yeah. That's who. It's our big plan.
Oh shit.
Yeah, our big plan. The libtard authoritarian regime.
Yeah. Dude, I'm in the same fucking vibe as you, and everybody knows that. It's ridiculous. It's like, I mean, we don't need to touch on the subject.
No, I think it's going to be great when you're forced to get your vaccine. We did it. We got one. We got it. We got it.
People are going to be like, dude, I'm telling you right now, move out of the state.
Yeah.
Get away from Mark. He's bad for you.
He's bad. And he's moved to Texas.
Yeah, moved to
where
Texas.
1,900 children were admitted to hospitals because their parents are so pro-freedom.
Yeah, it's
I don't know if those numbers are correct. Don't quote me on it.
It's a wild world out there. It's a wild world.
Is that a nice way of saying it's over?
I was talking to a guy today, and I was like, I think
it's not what I said on the podcast. Is like it's not going to ever get better anymore. Getting better is not going to happen anymore.
It's kind of like I'm not worried about the vaccine. I'm worried about like I all of a sudden I think, fuck, I love going out.
Yeah.
And I think that because, I'm putting the Bon Scott thing together.
Yeah.
And I'm leery on talking about it, but I will right now just because it's in October.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck, man. What if people don't buy a ticket? They don't want to go out or whatever,
October, yeah.
So I don't know what to do. So that's scary. Everything's like, there's no place somebody goes, hey, can you do this gig 2022 in July? I go, dude, I can't book that. I have no idea
Yeah.
what's going on in 2 months.
Yeah, I know. And everyone just seems to be plugging along.
Oh, totally.
That's why. I mean, really, that's why these vaccination required situations are happening. It's not some political thing. It's just businesses are like, I'm not closing again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What can we do to keep fucking things open and keep people feeling as safe as possible? Because I can't afford to do it.
Yeah.
It's a business decision.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
Yeah. Well, I'm more floored that the entire time the airlines never had to close. Not once.
Well, it's weird because I think, as it turns out, those filtration systems are not bad.
Well, that's what they say, but I'm just saying they didn't even know that the first week. And I was like, you cannot go near a person, but you can fly across country.
No one was flying, though.
But they were open.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zeppelin. I saw you posted that up.
Which one?
You're like, your favorite Zeppelin. You were doing that thing. It was almost like clickbait.
And I was. It's totally.
Yeah, you're like, Zuma's the one, right?
Yeah, I'm trolling totally.
Yeah. Pearl Jam. I still don't like the reverb and all this.
No, I said when Pearl Jam first came out, I said they're the new bad company.
Oh, that's
and,
right.
And oddly, I kind of stand by it.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand by it.
You know, my favorite thing is when people email me and they go, it's so crazy. They'll go, dude, you got to get Marin onto Pearl Jam or something like that. Dude, you can't get people onto stuff.
Well, no, they're right. I mean, like, I don't know that I gave them a fair shake. I mean, I was done after Versus.
Right.
But I've got a lot of the vinyl.
But Versus is a masterpiece. You didn't like it.
No, I like it all right.
Oh, okay.
I don't go back to it.
Right.
But, like, I got a lot of records, dude. But I was definitely trolling with that. I said that.
Of course.
But, like, oddly, what you find is that you're not alone, that there is some sort of, like, hipster or intelligentsia around what is decided to be the best records. Of
course.
But, like, obviously the Velvet Underground Loaded, people are going to opt for the other two weirdo records. But that's like a tight kind of, it's the record I listen to probably more than the other ones. And then Neil Young Zuma is a great choice.
The Dirge 3, the 3 Dirge records are masterpieces.
But that's not one of the Dirt trilogy.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah,
I thought the Dirt trilogy was On the Beach.
Zuma.
Is it Zuma?
Yeah.
And the Tonight's the Night.
Yeah, that's the 3, right?
No.
Yeah, look it up.
I think it's On the Beach, Tonight's the Night, and the other one. It's not Zuma.
Oh man, I'm almost positive. But
look it up, dude.
I fucking love Zuma.
Ditch trilogy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Time Fades Away. Album cover thoughts. Yeah. Time Fades Away, Tonight's the Night, and On the Beach.
Gotcha.
I think Zuma's the first record they made after that dude died. The guitar player.
No, that's Tonight's Tonight, isn't it?
Oh, that's right, because it's all about that.
Yeah, so they go and do
that's
it
right.
down. Yeah,
that's right.
Right.
But Zuma, man.
Zuma's a masterpiece.
Holy shit.
To me, it's Zuma and On the Beach.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Dude, when Neil Young comes on the Beach or Zuma,
yeah,
it's like when Godfather comes on TV. I just stop and go, oh, I'm in on this. And that's it. I just sit down and take the ride.
But, like, no one really talked about Zuma. Zuma seems to me, it's almost like Planet Waves. It's like this lost record. But the people that love Neil, they do like it. Like the albums that I tweeted, where I said the Velvet Underground Loaded, which got a lot of pushback.
Right.
And then I said Bowie Station to Station, which is oddly, a lot of people are on board with that.
Right.
Some people are like, he doesn't even remember doing it. So what? Sabbath doesn't remember doing Sabbath 4, still one of the best ones for me.
Right.
But I don't know what the fuck you think, and maybe I'm not judging it in the same way. Then I said the first Aerosmith record, best one.
Right.
A lot of people are like, I get it, but I
Well, I'm always I can't do that.
No, I'm just fucking with people.
No, I know. I loved what you were doing because then it grabbed me in, and I was like,
yeah.
I was becoming that person.
I just watch it.
Yeah,
I'm not even pushing back.
Yeah. It's the records, and this is 100% what it is. The records are the one that means the most to you is when you first discovered it.
I don't know. It's for me. It's like just the ones I go back to.
Right.
You know, it's not even about discovery. I just like. I did have the first Aerosmith record when I was younger, and I do like Toys, and I like Rocks.
Rocks.
Yeah, it's great, but it is not that first record. I mean, those records are all fucking different. That first record is a Stones record,
right?
And the rest of them, you know, is where they really kind of found their groove. But I like that first record.
Well, I know what Marin's going to like because you love the blues. So you like the bluesiest version of the band.
Of those rock bands.
Right,
yeah.
right.
But then like with the weirdo shit, you know, like, I mean, I like all the Velvet Underground. Like I posted that the Stooges' first album was the album. And a lot of people, and I knew, like I sat there going, like, it's going to be Funhouse. And it's actually Funhouse.
Yeah,
but
it
why
is.
don't you just do it?
Yeah.
But I love that first record. I'll listen to that more. That's the one I go back to.
Yeah.
I mean, I will listen to Funhouse. It's okay. Songs are really long, but I like that. And the other one, Search and Destroy or whatever, which is it?
Yeah.
That one, fucking terrible production. Even the reproduced one is bad.
I know that's part of the charm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Raw Power. That's the name.
Raw Power. Yeah. I go. When it came to the Zeppelin, I said,
I don't even remember what I said. Oh, the Zeppelin. I said Houses.
yeah.
Yeah, which a lot of support. There was a lot of support.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I know people are going to say Physical Graffiti,
Yeah.
and I get it.
Of course.
But Houses is the one. Like I'll listen to Houses or Physical Graffiti the most.
Well, I'm mostly Zeppelin 3, but I know Physical Graffiti when I was young. That was on for 5 years.
Well, the one I can't fucking listen to is Zofo. I mean, I can't do it.
Wait.
What is that for?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Can't do it.
Oh, yeah?
What with Black Dog and
Yeah.
Black Mountain Hop and
Yeah.
Stairway to Heaven? No,
Yeah.
because like that's all that played.
Yeah.
When I was in junior high.
Yeah. Presents to me.
Presidents is good.
Oh, dude. I mean, T for One is so good.
Yeah, I don't love the production of it.
Oh.
Even In Through the Outdoors, okay.
Oh, I love that. The anniversary was like 2 days ago.
I'm very excited about when that record came out because I was in high school and everyone was kind of waiting.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, I love it. But like they're like, I don't know what it is about Houses. Because some people, like, I never thought about it. Some people think some of those songs are cheesy.
No.
And I'm like, I'm not really.
No, not at all. Well, that's a hipster shit, Fuck the Eagles.
That's Ocean, right?
Yeah.
That is the fucking heaviest jam.
Throw the Beastie Boys rap over that.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But Ocean's great. But like, I'll listen to 2. I'll listen to 1.
I'm not a 1 and 2 guy. I understand it gets you into it, but that's
But
too
that's the
blues,
blues,
to me.
man.
Yeah. I mean, my first Zepp ever was Dazed and Confused. I went to see
That's on 3.
I went to see the movie.
3?
I think it's on 2.
Oh.
I went to see the movie.
Oh, right.
Late night.
Yeah.
And I was just obsessed with Dazed and Confused and No Quarter. When they play that No Quarter on the movie,
Yeah.
and the smoke's coming on,
Yeah.
and he's over there playing the fucking like Fender Rhodes or
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Close the door.
Sounds like it's
turn out
like
the
they're
lights.
underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the smoke's blowing off.
yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
great.
I'm in.
Yeah, no, I liked What Is and What Shall Never Be, and
Yeah.
and that like the and what's
Yeah.
what song is that?
My
Good Times,
days
Bad
are
Times.
my
Good Times, Bad
That's
Times.
the one they open with at the reunion, O2 Arena.
Yeah, that the guitars on those like they're great.
I love
But it's
that.
just like if I'm gonna like be out and in it, I will listen to Houses all the way through.
Right.
Every time.
I don't know what songs are on anything anymore because when you stream now, I just play it all.
Yeah,
You
no, I
know?
like listening to full records.
So do I. But I'm saying when I'm cruising on a road trip,
I always got shit about when I was in high school, like my friends used to make fun of me because my favorite fucking song on Physical Graffiti was Trampled Underfoot.
oh, I love that one.
Yeah, but they were like, "What?
It's so funky and cool.
It's a 1 chord."
I love it.
I
love that. Try playing it,
Oh, yeah.
That's pure funk,
Yeah, man. I just
And then it
started-
goes into
Custard Pie.
How good is music? How good is music?
And then, like, when people were pushing back on the Bad Company, I went and looked at those records.
Yeah.
A lot of hits.
No, Bad Company's phenomenal,
Lot
but
of-
not as good as Free. That's all there is to it.
Wow.
Free is a masterpiece.
Cough
Fire
off.
and Water.
Cough off.
Come on.
Yeah, no, I know. But Bad Company, like, the reason I compared him was because I only assessed Pearl Jam for his voice.
Right.
And I felt like, like, that's the same with Bad Company. Like, they both have these significant voices that are unmistakable.
Great voices.
Yeah.
Great. Did you get into the Tubes? Because here's
I
something.
know. Fee. No, I didn't care.
You know what's nuts, dude?
Yeah. You talked to him today?
Oh, he I don't know what happened. It was a communication failure, but back on Thursday. But I fucking dove into the history of him because I know this band inside and out from growing up in the Bay Area.
Yeah, they're like a rock burlesque band almost.
Yeah,
Theatrical.
It's really wild though that their hits. Steve Lukather co-wrote the big hits
White
with
Punks on
Fee.
Dope?
No, that's the early one, But no, that One in a Million. She's a beauty, and I'll talk to you later. And then I'm married with another guy. But man, that fucking band is underrated. I'm gonna send you over a record tonight to listen to.
Yeah.
Just put it on, dude.
I got nothing against him. I had a friend who was into all that shit.
I mean, you love Zappa.
I mean, I had to understand Zappa.
Well, that's like this band.
Well, they're not quite Zappa.
I know, but they're super art rock.
No, I know.
It's got some Devo in there. It's got some Romeo Void.
Yeah. No, I mean, I have nothing against it.
I know. It's just amazing though how I really feel like people throw that word around, underrated. But as I was digging into it again today, I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
How great and crazy original.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about growing up in the Bay Area. I had the Tubes, then you got Dr. Demento, then Devo was coming around. They're not Bay Area, but you started getting into like Romeo Void, all this weird
Romeo
shit.
Void, I remember
Sister
that,
Double Happiness. Just
Well, they were there when I lived there.
Yeah, later. But I'm saying these bands were around all the time that really would,
I lived with a guy I used to hang with. I used to know the guys from the band Dieselhead.
Oh, yeah, we
I love
talked
them.
about it on a road trip.
I
Great.
love them.
I found their
still-
CDs.
I found mine too.
Yeah.
I love them, man.
Great.
Virgil and what was the other guy's name? Like the guy I used to live with, who was living with the woman who worked with my wife, the woman who I married, used to work at that long running show where they wore the big hats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fucking, what is that thing called? Yeah, and they had like the fucking Golden
wigs
Gate
and they had-
Bridge
yeah,
hat and
right,
shit.
right.
Oh, what? That's so San Francisco
I know.
also.
Yeah. She worked there with this other chick.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend was this guy, Josh, who was, grew up in Humboldt with these guys, with the Dieselhead guys.
Right.
And I thought they were great.
Great
It was
band.
like they were ahead of the curve on that weird hillbilly rock thing
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck they were doing.
San
sort of
Fran had the
country.
bands, dude.
Yeah, man.
They had those bands.
Camper Van Beethoven.
Yeah.
I fucking loved Camper Van Beethoven.
Oh, yeah. And,
Loved him.
And fucking, what's his name? Red House Painters.
Yeah, that guy's sad.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. And there was a band that didn't make it that was fantastic called Motherload. And then the Mother Hips, my favorite. So
Yeah,
there's all those kind of bands that were like just hate street warriors, man, killing it.
Now we got to figure out what the fuck the name of that goddamn thing was.
Oh, it's called
Something bingo, something circus, something.
Hold on, it's called.
We're gonna have to fucking Google this.
Oh, my buddy's gonna be screaming, and it was funny because it was on every Muni, an ad for it, every cab.
Yeah.
God, they paid the shitload of advertising on that thing.
Yeah, it was a big tourist thing.
Oh, huge.
When they're dancing around with the big hats
God
and the
damn
big
it.
wigs.
Damn. Yeah, and that one hat I just remember was the Bay Bridge or Golden Gate Bridge. Lady come out, yeah. She'd have the hat on.
Beach Blanket Babylon.
That's it.
Oh, thank God.
Fuck. Beach Blanket Babylon.
I just put in SF Big Hat Show.
Big hats.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the red hats.
That's right.
Oh.
All right, buddy.
Dude, we did it. Another one. 8.
8. This is a long one.
Yeah?
Yep.
was-
Hour 20.
It was good though, man.
Yeah, we covered a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and I love doing it.
Maybe someday we'll talk about that other thing that happened to you, the weird family thing.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You know, what you found out.
What?
You know.
What do you? Oh yeah, get the fuck out of here with your cliffhangers.
Well, no, that's what you do with this show.
All right.
You have to think about it.
All right, I'll get into that.
All right, bye.
All right.